Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. You know how we do things around here?
Yeah.
We take one idea and really get into it.
Yeah, really dig in.
Exactly.
Ooh.
So today we're going to be diving into this idea of character versus reputation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's super interesting. We've got this quote that really sets the stage. It says, "Worry about your character and not your reputation, because your character is who you are and your reputation is only what people think of you." So that's what we're going to unpack. Why does this distinction even matter?
Right, like why should we care?
And what does it actually look like practically, to live this out in our daily lives?
Yeah, to really put this into practice.
Okay, so let's just jump right into the deep end here. The quote, it kind of highlights this contrast.
Yeah.
It's like there's this inner world, who you are,
Right.
and then how other people see you.
Their perception.
And the quote seems to be suggesting that real growth, like personal development, comes from focusing on who you are at your core.
Yeah, instead of seeking approval from others. Like looking outward for validation.
Exactly. So it's more about like an inward journey.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I always think about this analogy of the iceberg. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at.
Okay. So character is the massive part, like under the water.
The foundation.
Yeah. You don't even see it. And it's shaping everything.
Right, it's like the driving force.
And then reputation is just that tip, like what you see above the surface.
The outward appearance.
But here's what always gets me. If we're all underwater, so to speak, how do we even begin to see our own character?
Right, how do we assess that part that's hidden?
What are some signs that we might be neglecting that foundation?
Oh, that's a good question. One way to assess your character, I think, is to look at your actions when no one's watching. Like, are you making choices that align with your values, even when you're not going to get any praise or recognition?
Interesting.
And another sign might be how you deal with setbacks or criticism. Do you get defensive, or do you use it as an opportunity to grow and, reflect on yourself?
Oh, that's a good point. It makes me think about how fragile reputation can be.
Right.
Because it seems like one little mistake, or even if it's just a misunderstanding, it can have a huge impact on how people see you.
Absolutely. And it might not even be your fault. Reputation is often based on perception, not always reality.
That's true.
It makes you think, have you ever known anyone whose reputation was kind of damaged?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe unfairly, right. And what could they have done differently? Maybe focusing on their character to handle that situation better.
That's a good question. I think this gets to the heart of why prioritizing character is so important.
Yeah.
Because if we're always trying to maintain a certain reputation, it's like we're building our lives on something that's not stable.
Right, like it's shifting sand.
But if we focus on building our character, based on our values, it's like we have a much stronger foundation.
Exactly. It's about building from the inside out. And that's where I think real fulfillment comes from. When your actions align with your values, that's when you develop true self-respect and inner peace.
Right. Regardless of what other people think.
You're not swayed by trends or what's popular because you have this internal compass.
So how do we start building that kind of strong character? I mean, it feels kind of abstract.
It doesn't have to be. How about we give our listeners a little challenge this week?
I like it.
Think about one value that's really important to you.
Okay.
Like honesty, or maybe kindness, or courage.
Okay, I got one.
Awesome. Now consider how your actions, even the little things you do, can reflect that value. Every decision you make is an opportunity to build that foundation.
Oh, I see. So it's not about these big grand gestures.
No, not at all.
It's the everyday choices.
Exactly. It's about choosing to do the right thing, even when it's hard, and letting that shape you.
Wow, this has been such a thought-provoking look at this difference.
It is a fascinating topic.
It's really clear that building a strong character is so important for a fulfilling life.
Absolutely. It's a journey, not a destination. As you go through life, with all its complexities, remember to ask yourself, how can I strengthen my character today?
Right, and not even worry about whether anyone notices.
Exactly.
That's a powerful thing to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We hope this encourages you to keep exploring this idea of character. It's something worth pondering.
It really is.
Until next time.
See you then.